Is 3-Day Rule the matchmaker that was on ABC's hit show Shark Tank? Okay, maybe I knew that already, but I couldn't think of a clever opening, so I went for it. If you're here with us today, you've probably heard of 3-Day Rule one way or another, and you're wondering if it's worth your time and your money. Today, that's what we're gonna look at. We'll talk pros and cons, explain how 3-Day Rule works, share what you can expect that's different, and yes, we'll go through exactly how much membership costs. Ultimately, you should be able to decide if 3-Day Rule is for you or not within the next few minutes. Let's get into it. And real quick, if at any point in time during this video you decide that you want to try 3-Day Rule or you just want to talk to a real person about this, we've included a link in the description box below to schedule a totally free call with one of their actual matchmakers. Also, we've included a link to our written review that's significantly more in depth in case you want to check things out at your own speed. With that said, buckle up and let's get into it. Let's start with how 3-Day Rule, or 3DR as the cool kids call it, works. For the past decade, the company has been building a database of singles all around the country known as their matching pool. Unlike a traditional dating app, you can't just log into 3-Day Rule and scour these matches to find someone you like. And that's actually the big perk of the system. Instead of having to look for matches yourself, one of 3-Day Rule's one-on-one matchmakers meets with you, gets to know you, finds out what you want, and does the looking for you. Once you tell them who you are and what you want in a match, you sit back and you wait for the dates to roll in. They may pull these dates from their matching pool of over 200,000 singles, or they may literally hit the streets to find the perfect person for you. Here's the owner of 3-Day Rule, Talia Goldstein, talking about this in a recent interview we did with her.
So, the number one way that we find matches is actually through referrals. So typically what's happening is we match a couple successfully. They tell their friends about us, we match them, they share with their friends. So we have hundreds of thousands of people in our network that came through word of mouth. But we don't even limit the matching to that group. We search outside of the network as well. So we have a team of 50 full-time matchmakers across the country. When they go to yoga class, when they're out at parties, we're recruiting people. And then we have a team of recruiters that will search on LinkedIn or Instagram. They'll watch TED Talks. Sky's the limit. Like, we're gonna find you, or hopefully we will find you your perfect person. And so we don't want to limit it to one group.
And again, if this already sounds like exactly what you want, we've put a link in the description box below to help you get set up with a free consultation call to find out more information. Now, let's look at the biggest pros and the biggest drawbacks of 3-Day Rule, starting with the positives. First, the company has a stellar track record with over 10 plus years of business and a lot of positive reviews. Here's a few of the highlights from those reviews. Ali said, "Exceptional efforts led me to meet someone truly special. Thanks to her, my husband and I are happily married almost 1 year." Ralda said, "This is an excellent company. Their matchmaking and interview process is thorough, so they really understand individual match goals. Their follow-through and communication is also excellent, and they are a pleasure to work with." The second thing we like about 3-Day Rule is that, unlike some of their competitors, they actually pay attention to your deal breakers and what you're looking for. One of their chief competitors, It's Just Lunch, was actually sued multiple times and was forced to pay $4.75 million for a range of deceptive business practices, including not respecting client preferences. So when we say that 3-Day Rule actually listening to your deal breakers and preferences is a big deal, we mean it. Lastly, here's the third thing we like. When you sign up for a 3-Day Rule membership, you get a bunch of extra perks like free dating coaching, a free professional photo shoot, and even the ability to trade in unused service time in case you meet someone early in the process. All great stuff. Now, let's talk drawbacks. And real quick first, we have one huge ask of you. If you're enjoying this video and you want to support the channel, would you consider taking 2 seconds to hit the like and subscribe buttons? It does so much to help out the channel. Thank you. Let's get back to talking about drawbacks. First, 3-Day Rule primarily only operates in 13 major cities in the US. These cities are Boston, Chicago, Dallas, Los Angeles, Miami, Orange County, New York City, Philadelphia, San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, Silicon Valley, and Washington, D.C. If you don't live in one of these cities or you aren't willing to travel for the right match, 3DR won't be a good fit, period. Second, personalized one-on-one matchmaking is not an inexpensive process. Comparatively to other matchmakers, 3-Day Rule is far less expensive, but it's still not cheap. The 3-month package is currently $5,900, and the 6-month package is $9,500. Ultimately, we think it's most likely worth every penny to try and find that special someone, but depending on your financial situation, it may or may not be in the budget. Let's land this plane. To close, we want to share 3 ways that 3-Day Rule is different than the other personalized matchmakers out there. And again, if this already sounds like exactly what you want, click that link in the description box below to set up your free consultation call to find out more information. Number one way that 3-day rule is different from other matchmakers. You get to see pictures of your matches before your dates. This might sound silly, but most matchmakers won't let you see what your matches look like before you go on a date. With 3-day rule, they don't hide these things from you. Number two, we mentioned it already, but the ability to trade in unused matches or membership time if you meet someone is a big difference. Most other matchmaking companies say, just be happy we found you someone. With 3DR, you can trade unused credits in for relationship coaching to help that new relationship succeed. Again, pretty great stuff. And number three, we also said it before, but it's just so important. 3-day rule guarantees that your matches are going to match what you said you're looking for. They won't force matches on you just to meet quotas. I can't stress enough how important this is. So, what's our final take on 3-day rule? If you can afford the price tag, you live in one of the cities they service or are open to travel and are ready to make a real investment in your search for love, 3-day rule is a fantastic option. You get the intimate feel of the one-on-one assistance, but the reach of a company that knows how to find what you're looking for. If you still have questions, use the link below to schedule a no obligation call to learn more, or at the very least, get put into the company's matching database in case one of their customers is a fit for you. Lastly, if you like this video and you want to support the channel, please take a second and give this video a like and subscribe. It does so much for us. Thank you.